Jay Slater's family to fly back with body in 48 hours in hardest journey of their lives as GoFundMe reaches £70,000. Jay Slater's family hope to repatriate his body within the next 48 hours as they prepare to make the hardest journey of their lives, sources have revealed. A GoFundMe raising money to support the family and pay for a funeral back in the UK reached £70,000 on Saturday. Jay's devastated mum, Debbie Duncan, is currently working with authorities in Tenerife to finalize the last details, which would allow his body to be released. The son understands the authorities are now very close to allowing this to happen, a source said. Officials are literally dealing with a final couple of matters, and then Jay's family will be able to take him back home and to start planning for the funeral. For Jay's family, the last few days have been horrendous. Until they get home, they don't really feel as if they can start the grieving process or the process of saying goodbye. Taking Jay's body back will be the hardest journey of their lives, but they know it's something they have to do. Their focus and aim is to give Jay the most fitting send-off possible and to celebrate and remember his life. Our story comes a day after Jay's family were forced to defend themselves yet again as they came under attack from online trolls as his GoFundMe page hit an incredible £70,000. The fundraiser reached £60,000 in an outpouring of support after Jay's body was found on Monday, and the page has now received more than 5,600 donations and raised just over £70,000. An additional £40,000 to the initial benchmark of £30,000. Jay's family has yet to comment on the new figure. What bullies have criticized Debbie, 55, and other members of the family for encouraging people to donate to a GoFundMe page, which was set up when Jay went missing. Jay's mother has asked for more donations so that she can give the teenager the send-off he deserves as she tries to repatriate his body back to the UK. In a statement released on Thursday on the Get Jay Slater Home GoFundMe page, she said, "Hello everyone. Thank you for all of your kindness, support, and condolences in light of the tragic news that Jay's body has been found. We are overwhelmed with grief and are so grateful for your support." She added, "We are working with agencies to arrange Jay's repatriation to the UK, and the remaining funds, along with any future donations, will be used to help with this if needed and to pay for Jay's funeral costs back home. We want to give our boy the send-off he deserves, so please continue to share and support our fundraiser however you can." The family spokesperson LBT Global hit back, saying Jay's family were seeing vast amounts of hateful content online. Boss Matt Searle said, "This hate comes from people who, I assume, have never had to repatriate a deceased loved one. Those costs can top £20,000 easily. These people probably haven't had to arrange their own child's funeral, nor felt the need to make it the biggest and best they can, as it's the last thing they'll ever do for their child." On Wednesday, heartbroken mum Debbie, dad Warren, and brother Zach left touching floral tributes and handwritten notes in the mountainous region of Masca, where the teen fell to his death. The next day, the family was seen in public for the first time as they paid an emotional visit to a church in Santiago del Teide, close to where the teen tragically died. They also deployed a private search team to figure out the exact location the body was found. Jay's body was tragically found on Monday at the bottom of a treacherous ravine in Masca, 4 weeks after he disappeared while on holiday with his pals for the NRG Music Festival. The apprentice bricklayer, 19, had traveled to a remote area in Masca with 2 men in the early hours of June 17. He had been partying all night in Playa de las Americas, close to an hour's drive away. In the morning, he attempted the 11-hour walk back to his own accommodation miles away. Jay made a tragic final phone call to friend Lucy Law to say he was lost, needed water, and only had 1% phone battery. It was the last time Jay, from Oswald Twistle, Lancashire, was heard from, and a mammoth search mission was launched. Jay's dad Warren and brother Zach spent weeks searching the unforgiving terrain for a breakthrough after the teenager vanished on June 17. They retraced his steps in the blistering heat for days on their own after Spanish cops suspended their search. But his body was finally discovered by a helicopter crew on Monday at the bottom of a ravine close to where his mobile phone last pinged.